Welcome to a quick unboxing of the Messerschmitt Bf109E-4 or E7 from Tamiya. This is a 72nd scale plastic model kit and I bought it in a modeling shop in Helsinki for €12.90. Here on the side of the box we can already see the painting options. And on the other side of the box the colors you will need. These are all Tamiya paints for obvious reasons. The finished model will have a wingspan of 138mm and a fuselage length of 122mm. Now let's have a look inside. Inside the box we find some general tips for the assembly and painting of such kits. Then the manual with a bit of information about the 109 in different languages. Now to the actual assembling instructions. You start with the cockpit and apparently the kit even comes with a clear part for the reflex sight. That's a nice addition. Once the cockpit is done, you mount it in between the fuselage halves. Then you glue the wings together and prepare the fuel tank. Join the fuselage with the wings and add the control surfaces. Next up, the landing gear and propeller. Once the landing gear is in place, you finish the canopy and add a few smaller parts, like barrels and the sand filter. And that's it. All you have to do now is paint your Messerschmitt and put the decals on. There are 3 different versions to choose from. The first one is from the Jagdgeschwader 26 based in Sicily. Then the Jagdgeschwader 27 based in Libya. In my opinion, this is the most appealing color scheme. Last but not least, the 109 flown by Helmut Wick of Jagdgeschwader 2. I'm quite sure that I'll go for the desert camo. Here we find some additional information about painting the 109. Moving on to the clear parts. This kit comes with a transparent stand, which is something I would love to see in more kits. Then the next sprue with the canopy frame. Looks very clear and there is no seam line. And over here the reflex sight. Nice! Then we get a bag with these tubes. I assume they are used for the propeller. And here all the other parts. This kit doesn't consist of many parts, but the detail on them is excellent. Very fine panel lines and rivets. Also here on the fuselage. The engine is not modeled, but the overall quality is amazing. Admittedly, this is my first kit from Tamiya and even though I already heard many good things about them, I'm still positively surprised. Keep in mind that this is just a 72nd scale kit. There are instruments in the cockpit, pedals and a bit of detail here in the landing gear bay. Here again small details on the cockpit wall. And the barrels for the guns in the wings. Awesome! Moving on to the decal sheet, you get all the Luftwaffe insignias and a couple of stencils. Squadron markings and even decals for the seat belts, interesting. I've never seen these before. And quite a few kill markings here. Finally a quick look on the aftermarket products I got myself. These are not included in the kit. First up I got myself cheap masks for the canopy, nothing special. Furthermore I bought this detail set from the company Part. Let's open this up. Included in this set is this clear film and some PE parts. The manual shows us what we can do with this set. It comes with an instrument panel, seat belts, a trim wheel and much more. Yeah, I won't go into detail here, but this looks like fun. Let's have a closer look on this PE sheet. This should improve the already great kit even more. I'm thinking about creating a little diorama with this 109 and maybe add some Afrika Korps figures that you can see here. The mold quality is excellent, but it will be quite tricky to paint them. Obviously the figures are 72nd scale, just like the aircraft. And here you can see their heads and arms with a canteen and a pipe. and even more from CMK. First up, the German mechanics. This is another set of 3 resin figures. Here you can see their poses. And again, the resin quality seems to be fine. I haven't used resin that often before, but with some superglue it should be no problem. I'm not sure if the camera even picks that up, but the faces are nicely detailed. And last but not least, I treated myself with this engine set, which was designed especially for the Tamiya 109E. This cost me €6.50, but I thought it will add a lot to this small diorama. Luckily they included a manual with a painting guide. So this is the DB601 engine that was used in many German aircraft, like the Messerschmitt 109, 110 and 210. Here you have the assembling instructions. First up, you have to remove a section of the kit part so you can mount the resin engine. Then you glue all the smaller PE parts to it, and that's all. A closer look on the parts. These are some photo etched parts, obviously. Then you get a new cowling, which comes with openings for the gun barrels. And there is even a bit of detail on the inside. Great! Then the underside of the cowling with the cooler. And here the engine, which already looks good. But of course you get even more parts, like the gun barrels and hinges. So overall I think this was quite a good investment and will make the already great Tamiya kit even better. This will be a bigger project, and if you want to see my progress, just click on the bell and follow my other channels linked in the description below. Thanks for watching and bye!